Okay then, so happy Mother's Day in the UK. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. I unfortunately won't get to see my mum today, and it's about the second year running. So I'm a bit fed up about that, but you know, we can't always have it our way, can we? So they woke me up very strangely this morning, not actually with the song, which is Open Your Eyes. Never heard it before in my life, but they were prizing my eyes open, and I had a memory which they gratefully gave me, which I never really wanted to have again, of when I was younger, and I wore contact lenses. And on a particularly good night out, I'd forgotten to take them out. The next morning when I woke up and my eyes was all dry, slight panic, trying to get them off my eyeballs. So it is not going to be easy to see clearly, is what I'm getting from that. So open your eyes. You need to see things as they really are. 27 is the Hermit. Funny enough, I've got my granddaughter staying, and she's born on the 27th. They don't really do rules, is all I will say. Unless their spirit has been broken, and then they will concentrate solely on work and feel soulless, to be fair. They're free spirits, the hermits. They need to find who they truly are in life. And I've missed them somehow. How have I done that? He must have had his back to us. Also, they gave me, I don't very rarely remember my dreams, which is quite strange. They gave me a dream of putting it bluntly, putting it politely, somebody trying to take from you what you have earned, what you have worked hard for, believing they can do so. The thing is, they may take what you have achieved, but they haven't got the knowledge to keep it going. So your knowledge is worth more than the actual thing that you've made, is all I'm going to say. Be it a business, whatever it is, a home that you've provided, whatever it is, they do not have the capability to produce the same outcome. So if you have to let go of that, Spirit is saying do not worry, because you can create it again. They cannot. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The betrayal, the passing, whatever it is. And today in the UK probably, Mother's Day is going to be a harsh reality for a lot of people who've lost loved ones, because we have lost a lot of loved ones in the pandemic, and not just through the pandemic. I think you all pretty much know my views about that now. But there has been unnecessary deaths, and there will be a lot of people who don't want to celebrate today. So there we have that broken spirit, the person that chucks themselves into work in a bit of a fog. But looking towards happiness, looking towards the mother. So somebody may be going to see the mother. And it will be a happy event. No arguments. 3rd or 30th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important. Poppies, the military. So one mother may get an unexpected visit from a military child. November the 11th, May the 31st. There are some hard lessons being learnt. So maybe there's been distance between you and your mum. Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio could be involved, but Sagittarius mainly. And the 14. Negative energy. A hard lesson learned to someone who will be missing from the celebration. It's a time of being tested. And it's a time when we have to let go. Stop trying to control the kids. Stop trying to be too stubborn and rebel against your parents. It's just a day where you can forget everything and play nice. Just let go. And don't worry about the money. Siblings could be the problem, I'm afraid. Siblings are always a problem, aren't they? In some way, there may be rivalry, there may be negative communications from your siblings, or there's issues with your parent, your mother, hands, arms, shoulder issues, medical matters, where, like me, where you won't be able to see them. That's my mum's card. 1st or the 28th. So, but you've got to stay positive and not think negative about it. So we've got the 1st or the 28th, the 3rd is positive, the 1st, the 28th is negative, the 14 is negative. The 19, positive, happiness, travel. So if you're born on the 19th, look at you, you'll be happy. Something coming to light. I was born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. But it's a testing time and some obstacles will be removed to make it easier. Somebody needs your blessing to leave the family unit, or the children may be coming, but they're only coming because they want something from you. Money. There is 10 years of issues here within a family unit. And it may be about a pattern. It may be that somebody wants their inheritance from a passing, but they haven't got it yet. Somebody's taken it from them. There's a lot of messages in this one. So, new deck. I've been waiting for this one. It's the Mother Peace deck. So I thought today would be the best day to give it an airing. And we haven't used it before, and it's not as simple as you think. So we're just going to wing it. There is a little booklet with it. And if we need to, we might look at that, but I doubt it. So, there we go. Mother Peace. Oh, there's some little things here. So, that's beautiful. I will read you that at some point. Not today, though. I've got to get dressed. So, Mother Peace, thank you for joining us. What do you need to tell us? The daughter of discs. So messages coming, a daughter may be arriving. Beautiful energy, my daughter is coming today, very good. But it's positive. Oh, 3 of Cups, a reunion. Happy celebrations, lovely. The sun, yes, the sun of discs. So, sons and daughters, celebrations. How beautiful is that? She knows what's going on. Thank you, Mother Peace. Oh, hello, no. So, violence. So, testing time because of the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think it's Libra because I'm pretty sure that the Shaman of Swords is a king. So let's have a look. Yeah. Someone isn't getting their heart's desire. There is a negative energy through this of not achieving what you wanted to. So maybe it doesn't go completely to plan, but there is. Oh, you see that we've got this ladder again. We've got the ladder in 2 of them. And we're descending the ladder. So it starts off all right, but then, like I said, it might degenerate for some of you. What you've got to remember is, even when your siblings grow up, they're still the child there was when you was growing up. So if you didn't get on with them then, you're not going to get on with them now. So you've just got to pace yourself. And your mother knows all your little foibles, all of you. So she knows what's going on. It hasn't quite paid off how you hoped it would, but that's because maybe you should have staggered your visits so that your mum didn't have to be torn and her attention divided. But things are becoming very, very clear about what's going on. Maybe you found out that somebody is taking money from your mum. And that's not nice, is it? But maybe that's your fault because you don't keep in touch as much as you should. And you would have known what was going on if you did. Just saying. So this is about the home and family life. It's about strong foundations. You've got to be more connected because you're not seeing things because you're not looking, basically. And there it is. Cut through the bullshit, get to the point, and find the truth of the matter. There's fear here, and I think somebody's mum is afraid of somebody. Not necessarily overly so, like violence, but it could well be. So there is a message here for somebody when they visit the mum today, whether it's Mother's Day or not. There is a message here around a mother. Somebody who is possibly taking money and has been doing for 10 years. Money that she inherited maybe when your dad passed. But she needs them around. She can't cope without them because of her medical needs or whatever that is. And they are taking liberties, they are taking advantage. Somebody has to step up and stop it. And it's probably your dad that's telling you this, if you've got your dad in spirit. Something's going on here and it's not on. Yeah. See, somebody can't see the wood for the trees. You need to make the family unit stronger and be honest. Yeah, because this lady, and it's probably the mom or a water sign female, Cancer, no, not Cancer, sorry. Scorpio probably, is very depressed, very down. And feeling isolated and alone. Yeah, I know, Mum. So, self-isolation for some. She may feel that still, because it's emotionally, the lockdowns and everything have emotionally attacked the elderly. And now they don't know who to believe, what to believe. And some of them are deliberately isolating themselves. You've got to look after them because the teamwork isn't paying off. You'll all be saying, oh, we went last week, when actually it's 3 months ago. Stop lying to yourself and others and go and see your mum. Yeah, you need to heal this situation. And put some effort in. Maybe I don't think so though. This isn't some estranged relationship with a mother. That mother is upright and she's happy and she's a nice person. So this is you taking advantage or liberties. You can't sit on the fence anymore. Maybe your partner doesn't like your mum. I don't care what goes on. You have to go and see your mum. Cut through the bullshit. Libra energy. It's about what's fair and what's just. A number, it could be a doctor, priest or lawyer that's needed. You need to go. There is a lot of fear here. She's frightened. Maybe at the threshold of ready to pass. You have to make sure she's not frightened anymore and knows she's loved. As long as she knows she's loved, she will feel safe. Spirit got a bit annoyed there, sorry, but that's how it goes. There's a need here to let people know that you care. Yeah, somebody's possibly like my mum lost the plot and everybody thinks, oh, well, we don't need to go and see her because she won't remember anyway. Don't kid yourself. They may not remember things, but they remember that when they're missing you and how much they're missing you. And if they haven't seen you for a very long time, they will know that. Not the length of time, but they will know how it feels inside. Female enemies need to be overcome. A man you used to look up to, you don't look up to him anymore. He's got no, you've no pride in him anymore. He's let you down in some way. Money will come from an unexpected quarter. And money don't make you happy anyway. It can't buy health, happiness or love. Somebody here is very, very depressed, and I believe it's mum. Or dad. Maybe there's a situation where dad's looking after mum and he can't do it anymore. He's going to be fighting, I'm afraid. But you have to look past that because it's not you that's suffering. And coming out of a mental prison of your own making. There is a reunion, so it looks like people coming back together, being reunited. Maybe Dad needs a lift to the home to see Mum. Whatever it is, it's only one day. Get your ass into gear and do it. Yeah, Uranus, you may be the black sheep of the family and think, oh, well, they don't want to see me. You don't know that. They've got pride, you've got pride. Don't let pride get in the way before it's too late. And guess what? It's the number 9, which is the Hermit as well as the 27th. So, well done, Spirit, thank you. Yeah, massive arguments then. We've got the Tower, the 16. Massive arguments. Oh my God. Drama. Though you can tolerate some people for a short while, but not for very long. A sudden bolt of surprise that causes chaos. The Great Awakener. It's time for you to wake up. And what did I say about the eyes? It's time to see things clearly. According to myth, out of the chaos emerged 2 expressions of deities, Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. So this is Dad, and that's Mum. So, as a high octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules, to smash established structures. It is the planet of not only genius, but intuition. So maybe you and your dad didn't get on, so that's why you're not going to see your mum. That's hardly fair either, is it? There's probably a revolution, arguments with your dad. There's somebody who doesn't really need a partner, but is a friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive reliable insight into other people's motivations. And also I'm getting, because Uranians were connected to the gay scene in the early 1900s. So you may be are in a same-sex relationship or something like that, and Dad and Mum don't agree with it. That doesn't mean they don't want to see you. And that's their problem, not yours. You need to stay a little bit detached, and you will have a better insight into people's motives. Technological advances. So if you don't get on with them very well, obviously you can Skype them instead. When Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regard to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, so you probably was the black sheep. There won't be a smooth ride here, but nothing worth having is easy. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, if not shocking, and not in the way you expected. So don't look upon the manifestation as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. So say you're in a same-sex relationship, and you go see Mum and Dad, and you're expecting a row, and there is a row, but it's not about you, because for once, you're on their side against somebody who's been taking money from them. But because of your issues with your relationship and your parents, you've stayed out of it. Now there's going to be a row, and you are going to be able to stand up for Mum and Dad, and they'll appreciate that. So, like I said, you maybe want to avoid going, but I think you should. Don't look at these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how life becomes transformed. You may feel excitable or nervous at present, especially when it comes to the things you are currently focusing on. And it may seem as if everything is a bit fast, even forced against your will. But it's not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibility of about what you're about to learn. So you will learn something. You can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course or path. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a new tool, a machine, a computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Since Uranus is the planet of air, storms and lightning, anything having to do with flight, messages carried via the air, and electrical energies will be a major part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence, and bionics may also figure in. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality. Gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexuals and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. The Uranian card says, go with it and see what happens. So if you're the mother watching and your kid's in a same-sex relationship and you've been trying to control them and say, that's not allowed, I don't want you doing that, maybe you should soften a bit and invite them round. That's all I'm saying. Because you might be pleasantly surprised. Rapid changes, shocks, jolts, sudden transformations, the unexpected, revolutions, government overthrows, rebellions, bucking against authority, turbulence, an upset in the usual pattern, unpredictability, being knocked off balance, relocation, feeling shattered, being erratic, not staying on course, innovation, originality, novelty, the taboo, the sense of being different, going against the status quo, counterculture, the avant-garde, alienation from your peer groups, estrangement, autism, genius, intuition, intelligence, ingenuity. Innovations, bolts of insight, a leap in consciousness, acts of discovery, computers, the World Wide Web, brotherhood and sisterhood, homosexuality, bisexuality, transgender people, skies, lightning, thunder, and stormy weather. Pewter, electric blue, oddballs, nerds, science, physics, electromagnetism, research, technology, robots, science fiction, flights and space travel, planets, outer space, UFOs, foreigners, and aliens. So, as well, remember to turn off your straighteners when you go out, water and electrical problems, massive arguments, make sure your mum's electrics are alright, because there could be something wrong there. We had electric shocks the other day, didn't we? Dodgy wires or whatever. It's about change, revolution, shocks, genius, technology, and alternative lifestyles. So, oh, there it is. Matt. So, it's about speaking the truth. It's about the throat and neck. It's also about what's in your heart. Maat is the Egyptian goddess who, after the universe created, brought harmony to the world. So, amidst the chaos which occurred shortly after its creation, Maat was married to Thoth and is the daughter of the sun god Ra, and is often depicted with the wings on her arms or holding a feather or an ankh in her hand. Maat was not only a goddess but also came to represent the 42 principles of Maat, which is the laws of truth and justice. And what did I say? The Libra energy, justice. And at the time of her death, these principles were used in measurements against a feather. So remember, if your heart is heavy from all the bad deeds you've done, you will not pass into heaven. That's Matt's insistence. So you know whether your heart is pure or not. To determine whether a soul can enter the divine order of the afterlife, the final judgment is passed, and you will be judged on how you've been towards your mother, etc. And how you lived your life and treated other people. Just because they treat you badly doesn't mean you have to do the same. Similar to the principles of Matt, you too are in a position to make a decision about someone in your life. You hold a position of power where your judgment of justice and truth will determine the outcome of the situation. Do not fear such decisions, as it is likely that your anger will fall short of others are expecting of you. Somewhere hidden in this situation is the truth, which will make a considerable difference to the outcome. Others know the truth, however, they will not stand up and be heard, so that's probably your mum or your dad, and they are fearful the focus will turn on them, so they keep quiet because they're frightened. And I've got fear twice in here, so there you go. You too are being judged for your ability to handle this situation, as many think it is beyond you to end this amicably, because maybe there was friction with you and your mum and dad, but you can end this. You're the only one that can. It may be mother-in-laws and father-in-laws that you're dealing with that you don't get on with, but an injustice, regardless of who it happens to, is still an injustice, and you have to sort this. Understand your part. You will rise above everyone's expectations and manage the situation with honourable sense of dignity and justice. So the truth has to be spoken. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. So we're going to do the dice, if I can find them. So yeah, I'm worried. I am worried. Somebody's frightened and it's not fair. We've got Aquarius, we've got karmic debts by the look of it, and 7th house, marriage, justice. So justice needs to be seen to be served, and you have to get out there, maybe take mum and dad out for a meal or something, get out into society, so you're not locked in a room together where you can start arguments. But we do have, like I said, somebody needs to step up, stop dimming the light and take charge. Even if you're using the excuse of, oh, they won't want me to get involved, I don't care. This is an injustice. It's time to get involved. The South Node, Aquarius. The soul has worked for the evolution of humanity, but must leave behind the tendency to rebel or be different simply for the sake of being different. So maybe you've got used to being the black sheep and you play on it. That's not a good idea, is it? There could be addictions here. Somebody's maybe taking money from your parents for addictions, perhaps grandchildren or something like that, and you didn't know because you don't visit. 7th house, South Node, is the soul has lost sight of its right to develop as appropriate for its own needs. It has learned to harmonise with others and so making relationships easier. So today may be the day where you can actually prove that you can get along. It's only one day. Thanks for listening. Happy Mother's Day to all. Those of you who have children in spirit, happy Mother's Day to you. This may have been your story when they was alive. They love you very much. If you've got a mother in spirit, this may have been your story when they was alive. She loves you very much. Don't doubt the love of a mother. When they get on the other side, they realise and they feel the pain that they've inflicted if it's been a difficult relationship. They see your life from start to finish. They understand now where you're coming from. There is no malice. There is nothing like that. The only thing that survives is the love. So I hope you remember that, if nothing else. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.